So a lot of people will be out in full force in their spring gear, if you will, which could include motorcycles. They want to use that. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. So, anyway, how many headlights came into here, you know, for spring weather? Stetson Building Raw. I keep meaning to get a close-up of that, but, oops, I keep forgetting also to go over there. The windows are at an angle, and as someone who learned, you know, through trial and error to try to avoid reflective surfaces, I don't want to stand in front of the window, really. Fergie's. And I noticed this the other day in sort of the Celtic-like rings that are under the name Fergie's, and it looks like flying dragons up in the rings. And this imagery comes up on a planter in front of a mansion-like house, kind of mansion-ish, on Delancey, southeast corner, 19th and Delancey. People who just renovated and moved in. Technically that house technically is behind and a little bit indented from the corner. It's behind the Mead building, or it says Gordon Mead on the plaque outside because there's a historical marker that says Gordon Mead. So I just call that apartment building the Mead building. It's kind of a mid-rise, medium-ish building. And the mansionist house with the flying dragons in the patter, in like, I guess it would be like iron-ish. I don't know, it's like a black planter. I don't know what it's made of material-wise. And do we want to go through East Market or do we want to go through Milk Boy? So go this way. So like an orange sheet. So I have to ask my anxiety in the sky which way to go, and it has to do with people who believe they're the masters of the universe walking around the streets trying to direct people here and there because they desperately need to believe that they can handle communities, and they can't even handle themselves. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. I forget the rest of the song, so. I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety today. Sometimes, well, it's hard to say. If you have downtime, if I have downtime and I can't figure out what I should do with the downtime, you can only look for so much work and wait, you know what I mean? And that can create anxiety to sort of not really have, kind of in limbo, uncertainty. They used to call it uncertainty. Oh, you're just going through a transitional phase of uncertainty. That used to be the term for people who sort of have to hop around by accident, you know, depending on their workplaces that they've worked for. People will be out of the bars for St. Patty's Day. That's, you know, they've probably been bar hopping, you know, since the last major event in the city. But for sure, this weekend there's Mardi Gras, and anyway, 2017. boy open. Right, with a lot of people here. I'm usually here at a, you know, an hour when no one's here. But I guess this is the hangout for, oh, Pertinence. There's a new one. At least it's not Precious or Patience, you know, but Pertinence. Milk boy or ilk boy. I kind of joke about it a little bit. Orange cream is still up, you know, still signing for Coke. We all scream for orange cream, you know. Which way does it mean? Right, I know what you mean. Huh. So, are we going straight? So, I'm actually heading north on 11th Street towards Market from Chestnut. We're gonna pass Ludlow and whatever the street is in between. So, oh, yeah. Naked Lunch and Moms. Right, guys. Stereo City. Right, it's like Radiohead or whatever. 'Cause I'm a creep. One of the best videos ever, and as I say, the guitarist showing how sick it can get with puppeting. So the idea of people being puppeted. And is he bass or is he regular? So bass, Greenwood I think is his name. And in the video he lets his hair hang, swing down, and he does like a strum on the guitar, and it's like, oh, you can't help but appreciate how perfect he is for the song. So anyway, East Market, East Market Plaza, I call it a plaza, so East Market Square, Plaza, what have you. I call it the DEA, so the Drug Enforcement Agency, because all the buildings can seem a little bit fakeazoid, and because they have Federal Donuts up in the house, they have the Girard, which Girard Avenue would be like a good dividing line. Anything north of Girard Avenue, you're pretty much in Drugville. Anything south of Girard Avenue in the city is okay-ish, you know. Also, they have Roost, they have Canopy Hotel, but it's like Can Opiate. That's how I see it, because they have the OPY in cursive, which is like opiate. So that's Can Opiate. That's the Drug Enforcement Agency trying to show who they are, and no one gets it unless someone spells it out, because you wouldn't suspect it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's the Drug Enforcement Agency showing who they are. Federal Donuts is like a dead giveaway, a big clue. You know, they claim it's part of his Israeli Soul Collective group of restaurants. Federal Donuts, Dizengoff, Goldie, Merkaz, Zahav. There's one other that I always forget, but oh, Abe Fisher used to be part of it, but Abe Fisher closed down.